morning students. Today we are going to perform the identification test for the different function groups present in the given samples of the organic compounds. So I will be performing the test for the ketones, alcohols, aldehydes, ester and carboxylic acid. Let's begin with the test for the alcohols. In the alcohol, at the first I am going to perform a test for the test for alcoholic group, and the test is sodium metal test. Now first of all, this is your sodium metal. I just want you people to look it. Like I told you, the storage of it, if you people are look, it is stored over here in the paraffin. Then I told you that it is a very soft metal that you can cut it with the help of the knife. So like over here on this I have taken a sodium metal, and if you look, it is so soft in the appearance that you can just cut it with the help of the spatula also. Now for performing a test, what we need to take, in this we have taken a alcohol. Now in this alcohol, what I am going to do, I am just going to add a sodium metal. On the addition of the sodium metal, you will observe the evolution of the hydrogen gas. So kindly observe it in a very fine manner. If you look, there is the bubbles which are coming in this. This shows that there is the presence of the alcoholic group in the given sample. So we finish with the sodium metal. Now the next test for the identification of the alcoholic group is what? Again, what I have done, I have taken a sample over here. Okay, now my next test name is the ceric ammonium nitrate test. So what I have done, I have made a solution of the ceric ammonium nitrate. Now putting the ceric ammonium nitrate in this sample of the organic compound, if a pink color or a red color appears, then it means that there is the presence of the alcoholic group. So let's observe. Now if you observe, it's a very clear over here that the color of your substance, the organic compound, is being changed over here, and it has changed to the reddish color. Okay, so this confirms the presence of the alcoholic group in the given organic compound sample. Now the next test we are going to perform the iodoform test. The iodoform test is given by the all three groups, that is your aldehydes, alcohols and the ketones. Now students, look, in this I have taken a 3 samples. This is my aldehyde sample, ketone sample and the alcohol sample. Now what I am going to do, I am going to add the iodine in them. When I am going to add the iodine, the color is being changed to the brownish color, brownish or golden brown over here. Okay, now in the next step, for the identification, or you can say that these compounds are given, the test is what, that as soon as we are going to add a dilute NaOH in them, this brown color will disappear and they will change to a colorless. Like this. So this is the identification test for your aldehydes, ketones and the alcohols. Now the next is what, that we are going to perform a test, that is a sodium nitroprusside test. Sodium nitroprusside test is basically done for the presence of the ketone as the functional group. Now this is the sample of the ketone, and what we require to do, we require to add the sodium nitroprusside. This sodium nitroprusside crystals are already dissolved in the distilled water. It is already in a solution form. So what we are going to do, we are going to add the sodium nitroprusside in this. Now after a sodium nitroprusside adding to this, just we require to shake it, and then we require to add a NaOH. Soon its color changes, and this color changes to a red color. This appearance of the red color shows that in the given sample there was the presence of the ketonic functional group. The next test which we are going to perform is, we want to detect that in a given sample there is the presence of the phenolic group or not. Now in this particular sample, what we are going to do, we are going to add the ferric chloride. Now this is the ferric chloride. In this we require to take the ferric chloride in a solution form. So let's make a solution at first. So what I did, I just added a water in this. It has formed the solution. Now this is your given organic compound sample. In this, when we are going to add the neutral ferric chloride over here, it will change into a green or a violet color. If it changes in a green or a violet color, then it proves, or it is confirmed, that the given sample is having a phenolic group as the functional group. Now look over here, the color is being changed, and this color is just like a color of the brinjal, that is a violet color. So this appearance of the violet color proves that the given sample consists of the phenolic group. The next test which we are going to perform is to detect the presence of the aldehyde group. Now this test is what? It is the Skiff's test. In this particular test, what we have done, we have taken a aldehyde. In the aldehyde, what you are going to do, you are going to add the little amount of the alcohol. After adding a alcohol to this, you require to add a Skiff's reagent to it, which is this. This is the Skiff's reagent in this. So let's add it. When you are going to add the Skiff's reagent, if it is an aldehyde group, then it will change to a magenta or a pink color or a red color. This appearance of a color shows you the presence of the aldehyde group in the given sample. For the presence of to detect the presence of the aldehyde group in the given sample. Now over here, what I have done, I have taken a sample over here. This test is particularly called as a Fehling solution test. Now in this test tube with a sample, what I am going to do, I am going to add the Fehling's solution A and B. Now look, the color is being over here is the blue. Now what we require to heat it. Now when you are going to heat it, there will be the appearance of the red precipitate. If the red precipitate comes over here, it will show you, confirms you the presence of the aldehydic group. Now look, the color has started changing. If you are observing it, the color has changed to the, from the blue, it has changed to the yellow greenish color. And if you people performing this test, do not do like me, always use a water bath. Otherwise, if you like you are looking it will, the solution will start coming out the test tube. Now, this appearance of the color, this shows the presence of the aldehydic group in the given sample. Now, the next test which we are going to perform, it is to test whether in a given sample there is the presence of acid or not. This is the test which is called as a litmus test. Now, in this petri dish, what I have done, I have taken both the litmus paper, the blue one also and red one also. So first of all, what we are going to do, we are going to moist the litmus paper. This, both the litmus paper are moistened now. Now what I am going to do, I am going to put a acid on the litmus paper. In the red litmus paper, I added a acid, no change came. Now on the blue one, as soon as on the blue the acid is dropped, the blue litmus paper changed to the red. So this shows that in the given organic compound there is the presence of the acid group. The next test which we are going to do, it is again for the carboxylic acid. For this, what I have done, I have taken an acid in the test tube. Soon I am going to add a sodium hydrogen carbonate in this. There will be what? There will be the Brix effervescence will come over here. Sorry. Now look over here. If you people observe it, a Brix effervescence has came over here. So this proves that in the given sample there is the presence of the carboxylic acid group. Now the next test is what? This is the esters test. In this, what we require the sample which should have the ester group in this. Now in this, what I have done, I have taken a sample which is being dissolved in a ethyl alcohol. Now what you require to do, in this you require to add the drop of the concentrated H2SO4. Okay. After adding the drop of the concentrated H2SO4, we require to heat it. Now, as as it is started to boil, so what you require to smell it. On smelling, you will find out the fragrance of this given the fumes which are coming out from it. They are giving you a fruity smell. If there will be the fruity smell, it means that the given compound consists of the ester group. Thank you.